Hickok 45. I know this gun looks normal size, but it's actually an AR-10, a little bit bigger. And I'm feeling tactical today, so and this happens to be from the Tactical Edge. So let's get tactical and take a couple of shots. Of course, you know I'm not going to be too tactical, right? Let's just see if we can hit the red plate with it. Oh. 308. Packs a punch. You know what? Somebody put a watermelon over there, John. It needs to be addressed. All right, now that is tactical. That is tactical. See where we hit that little plate. Boom. Tell you what, I feel like I get hit anything with this thing. Really, even this 2-liter right here. Oh, please, thank you. Why do I do that? Create a bath so early on. Good for bowling. I bet it's even good for pot smoking. I see a little pot right there. Yeah. Yep, you can even smoke pot. I see another one. Smoke a little more over there. Nice. I'll put her on safe and take out the magazine. And the round in the chamber, right? The most important round. Click. Take a look at this baby. Yeah, this is from the Tactical Edge. We appreciate that. Clarksville, Tennessee. A group of almost all of them are soldiers, current veterans. One guy I talked to up there a lot is, in fact, I think he's gone. He's deployed now, I think, since the last few days I was up there. But anyway, we've looked at one of their firearms. This one is bigger. It's in 308. Which is kind of what an AR-10 is, right? And so they wanted us to test it. They just brought this out recently and said, yeah, I'll take it and shoot it, test it, and keep it. So in the interest of full disclosure, we are, or John is. John needs a 308. He does not have a 308. He's been almost unarmed all this time. So we appreciate that. But yeah, this is an AR-10. I put the Vortex I have and that I put on everything, it seems, which seems to work fine on it as a sight, a red dot. And it's, you know, I'm not as nerdy about ARs as a lot of people are, but I want to try to give you the specs on this thing and tell you what I think about how it shoots and everything. But it's got a, you know, the barrel, as far as the specs, it's what, 4140 chrome moly, vanadium steel, nitride finish, nitride coating on the feed ramp. It's got an M4 feed ramp, 18-inch barrel. It's got the Lantac muzzle brake on it. The rail is pretty nice. It feels good. It's you know, it's made of all the aircraft aluminum, 6061, T6, and all that kind of stuff. The upper, lower, yeah, you got the same thing. The 7075 T6 aircraft aluminum. They try to do things right there, best I can tell, especially since a lot of those guys have been in battle or they're going to battle, and so it's kind of one of those shops. They're not just gun shop commandos. Those folks up there are some of the real commandos. You know, unlike me, I'm a shooting range commando, so I always like to give them a plug for that, and you know, an appreciation. And they've been really good to us, so I know they're kind of a small shop, but they seem to make some good guns. So let's look inside here before I get it too dirty. We're definitely clear. Okay, AR-10. I'm always, well, I'm not surprised, but you know, whenever I shoot a 308, I'm reminded, put it that way, of the power. I put this out here so I don't get our leather all dirty and all that, you know, okay. Oh, a Warfighter 308 charging handle. Okay, and the bolt, you know, same thing. They try to do things right. Apparently, mil-spec 9310 steel, nitride coated, shot peen, tool steel. The extractor and ejector are machined from tool steel and all that kind of thing. It's been, you know, magnetic particle inspected and high pressure tested. So you can be the judge on all that. Some of the types of steel that are used, that you would use something different. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm not as nerdy as some of you are, and I say that not in a negative way. If you really study ARs more than I do, and you've had a lot of them. You might build them, and you're selecting the right kind of bolts and the parts to make things from and all that, and you have opinions on that. So, you know, we don't have a dog in the fight, really. We're just always impressed with a nice AR. There are a lot of them out there, a lot of people making them, and like I said, it doesn't matter where something comes from. We're going to be honest in what we think about it, okay? Or we don't want to see it, but we don't want to use it. We don't want to borrow it. We definitely don't want it to keep, but, you know, which we normally don't do very often, depending on the company. So anyway, what else about it? Well, I've got it apart. It's got a Geisley 2-stage trigger in it. Comes with that. It's got the Mission Link, kind of a minimalist stock. And I have mentioned before, I like these stocks. I've got these on 2 or 3 of my ARs. Yeah, I like them. So they're kind of cool. It's got an ambi. Came with an ambi safety. John does not like them. Neither do I. So he took the right one off. So it's no longer ambi, but it comes with an ambi safety switch. You got that, all right? Let's put this back in there. All right. The first 2 shots I fired with it. Now it hung up. It tried to double feed. I realized it was not extracting, and I didn't clean it when I got it. I didn't do anything except check the bore to make sure there was no obstruction, which I recommend everybody do. So I said, okay, looks like this rifle might be going back. Let them figure out what's wrong. Must be the extractor or something. So, well, let me go in here and clean it, because I hadn't done that. I went into the shed and I soaked it in my magical fluid I use for everything, Ballistol. I soaked the barrel, the chamber, and I had to go to town anyway, and I just let it soak, the barrel and chamber soak for a couple hours, you know, and thought I was clean it really well in case there could have been a piece of brass in it, or I don't know, because it was not extracting properly or something. Though it may just be really dry in there, or I don't know, brand new gun. So I came back, swabbed out the barrel, and loaded up a mag, brought it out here and shot it, and have not had any trouble since. We shot 3 or 4 magazines through it. It's run like a Swiss watch. Okay, so I don't know, there was something in the chamber, I guess. It's fine, seems fine. Like to let you know the entire history, whatever that might be, and it feels good. Let me say, I'm not as big a fan as John is even of the AR-10. And by the way, the AR-10 308, you know, came before the AR-15, the 5.56. Most of you probably already know that. So it's not like here in the last 10 years, some people have decided, you know what, I'll bet we could do something nobody's ever done with an AR-15 and create it in the 308 format. So it's not a new thing, okay? Most of you probably already know that. Eugene Stoner knew a little bit about that. But you get more recoil. When I pick it up and shoot an AR-10, I'm always surprised. Wow, okay, because it's an AR, and you're expecting that 5.56, no recoil and no punch. But I don't care what you've got the 308 in, unless it's mallet on a Humvee or something, or a tank, it's going to you know, have a little punch, and you're going to feel a little punch. Not like it's got massive recoil or anything. And of course, it takes the P-Mags. You saw me shooting that, which are nice. These are 25 rounders. I like that. They're pretty cool. And I'll take a couple shots. I got rounds in that magazine. Did I put everything back in there correctly? I was talking, and we'll see. Okay. All right. 2 liters. I don't like y'all staring at me there, so take you guys out. And there's a little cinder block over there on the barrel. I'm going to go a little high on some of that. Yeah, okay. Red plate. Pretty nice, pretty nice. I bet it'll even take out a 12-ounce can. Yep, on the last shot. Had to hold just above it. As you know, if you're shooting close, you've got a line of bore sight with your sight. You've got a couple inches there you need to allow for. So we're clear. Oh yeah, not a bad, again, it feels good to me. One of the things that they told me, he said, yeah, try it out, see how you like it. He said, we feel like it has better shooting characteristics than Scar 17S. I said, oh, really? Okay. And then other AR-10s. I'm just quoting the owner of the shop, okay? And I thought, okay, yeah, really? Because one of the things that I've noticed about and we've got the Scar out here, is one of the things when you shoot that is you think, wow, this is a 308. It really is nice, and the recoil on a Scar is minimal, and that's one of the things you always notice. So yeah, I really wasn't going to do this. Well, let me get them out here together, which I did before the video, and I shot them. I said, well, since they're claiming that, let me at least get an opinion about that, because I love the Scar 17. It's just a great shooter. Even though I took the muzzle brake off, I've got a regular flash hider on it now. I'm looking for a flash hider I like better. Makes the gun look cooler, but I don't want a muzzle brake on it. This has a muzzle brake. So of course, taking that into account. So what I did was, and I'll do it here too, I loaded them both up, made them both hot, and just like I do when I'm comparing a firearm, a lot of times it's better if you can shoot them, side by side. Not that we're going to do a big comparison. An AR-10 is an AR-10, and a Scar is a Scar. But I was surprised at the difference. Now, bottom line is, this is sweeter to shoot. John had the same impression. I let him do it also. He got the ammo and shot them both side by side, and he thought it was even a bigger difference. But in fairness to the Scar 17, it's lighter, and I took the muzzle brake off, like I said. But if you're going to go shoot this thing for a day, now if you're going to carry it around for a day, you might really have the Scar. But if you're going to just shoot it a lot, this is a less recoil, less muzzle rise, and it just feels better to shoot. It's heavier. The other thing is the stock is longer. For me, it feels better to shoot. So as a shooter, I never thought I would say that, and I might say it about any other AR-10. So it's not maybe just this one, but I would not have thought that would be the case. I'll do it again. Let's load the Scar up here. And of course, the Scar has a lot of polymer in it, and it's designed to be lighter and all that. So let's just shoot them both. Some of you have fired maybe the Scar, but not an AR-10, or vice versa. So I'm just going to remind myself here on the video. All right. I'll even take a sight picture on the red plate. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to leave it hot. Pick this one up. Man, is that stock back? Yeah, it's all the way back. I'm going to shoot 3 quick ones in that. Well, let's do it in the barrel. Okay, it's on safe. I'll leave it hot. All right, we'll do the same with this one. Spilled my ammo. Oh yeah, no question. No question. Now, I don't know if that really tells us anything, but no doubt it's pretty obvious and pretty pronounced, and that jumps more muzzle rise. Again, there's no muzzle brake on that one, and it's lighter, and the stock's not as long. So I guess all those things make the difference. But so just for whatever that's worth, let me point that out to you. I never thought I would be shooting a 308 and it would feel better. I guess you get right down to it, even an M14, generally, they seem like they've got a lot of recoil, kind of, but they seem like they have more than the Scar. And when I've shot them both, I don't know. But anyway, this thing is a smooth shooter, and since they were claiming that, and he actually was inviting us to test it, I said, okay, we'll try it. So it does, but it's got some heft to it, and it feels really good. 308. Let's load up another round here. See what has not been shot. Oh, you know what? There's a water thing hiding behind the filing cabinet. Boom. Got him. Oop, we got to hang up. So let's clear that. The mag out. Another double feed there. Get that case. You guys can't tell much about that. Nah. So anyway, might need to clean her up. She's new. Whatever happens in a video stays in a video. Let's try it again. Let's get that watermelon. Yep, we got another one. Yep. Be careful. Safety on. Yeah, it's not extracting. Yeah, let me lock the bolt back. These things are heavy and awkward. Okay, bolt's locked back, pointed down range, and get that round pulled out of there. Just trying to push it in a fired round. There we go. Get the mag out. Okay. Yeah, this is not good on the extractor. It seems to do fine. I don't know if that chamber's got a burr in it or what. I don't have any juice out here. We'll try her again. I guess it'd be a magazine. I don't think it's related to the magazine. That one's empty. All right. What else we have? Well, let's just shoot into that tank over there. Okay. All right, now it's empty. So I don't know, maybe it needs just some breaking in. Let's load up. I wasn't going to necessarily load more magazines, but let's do that, and we'll see. I'm not going to clean it. We're not going to cut the video and clean it because I've done that a couple times, and it's been doing fine. So we'll just break it in some more. How's that? Put some more ammo in it, and see how that does. Okay. Yeah. 308. This is standard 308 stuff, as you know. We appreciate the help we get from Federal. Of course, this ammo is expensive, and this is big old 308 stuff. I also appreciate the help we get from Bud's Gun Shop and all that they do for us. So we're really lucky, like I've said, and get a lot of help doing what we do. All right, I'll go ahead and maybe fill it up. I thought 50 rounds might be enough of this big stuff, but we want to shoot her some more, get it broken in for John, so he won't have to break it in, right? All right. All right. And I don't know, someone might tell me that you need to, when you're breaking in one of these things, shooting it for the first couple thousand rounds, you need to really keep it lubed more or something. I don't know. I did lube it, as I always do. I didn't do anything unusual or extraordinary to it. There's another bullet. Let's put him in there too. All right. So let's see how she does. All right. Okay. Got a couple of 2 liters. All right. Let's just take one of those out too. Oh man, thing's hot. Well, it has a nice trigger, I tell you. A little bit more cinder over there. Yeah. Ears. Feels good. Oh, here's some cinder right here close. Let's back up a little bit and remove it. Oh, you know what? I've been letting this big pot right here survive. Now that's some good pot smoking. Look at it hovering. And let's finish off the mag in the burn barrel just to be sure it's aerated. Empty. Okay. All right. I'll assume it just needs a little breaking in. They'll know. John needs to get him a couple thousand rounds of ammo and just burn it. Just burn it. So, oh man, I guess I've shot it enough. I've shot all my, everything that needed to be shot, right? We've pretty much taken care of. So anyway, the Warfighter 10 is what it's called, from Tactical Edge Arms in Clarksville, Tennessee. And I think you can see pretty much everything that's on it there. I believe I pointed out everything. It feels good. And again, it's got that mission first equipment of the grip and the stock. And it's a rig, especially if you are a little taller than say normal. I'm a lot taller than normal. It fits me like a glove because of that stock, and it just nestles in, and like I say, it feels better to me than the Scar. I hate to say it. I think I need to look more aggressively for, well, look, period, I've not done it yet, for a different stock. I understand there's some of those being made now. This one came on it. I don't know if it's FN or who, but there's someone who makes better stocks for it. I think I need to find one that is longer, because that just feels better with that added. Yeah, I really, when I picked it up a minute ago, I thought I had the stock closed up or something. It just felt like that, like a little AK or something. It needs to come out about 2 more inches, no doubt about it. So the length of this has spoiled me for that. So anyway, the Warfighter 10, a great shooter, and notwithstanding the hang-ups there, which I guess we'll assume it needs more breaking in, but because it's a brand new gun, and it will get broken in. I guarantee you, John likes the 308. He really does. So what else can I tell you? Shooting is fun and life is good. Oh, still in the video? Well, after the video, John and I took some more shots with the Warfighter 10, and it did the same thing a few times. And so we are, I don't know if you've noticed it or not, but John and I are actual geniuses. We figured out that ARs are a proven design, just like a SIG or M&P, a Glock, H&K. They just work unless something's wrong with them. That's pretty profound, wasn't it? Everything works unless there's something wrong with it. But you know what I mean? There's something broken, They don't just work part of the time and not other times and all that kind of thing. And so we took it back to Tactical Edge in Clarksville, and they discovered very quickly that the extractor was out of spec. Okay, so they put another one in, fixed it very, very quickly, and we're back on the range, and it has been working fine. I guess over 100 rounds since we got it back, since this video ended. Now I'm really confusing you, right? But yeah, actually, and no problem. So it was an extractor issue, and John is especially happy to have it working. Let's make sure it's working though, okay? We've got some more ammo we'll put through it. All right, big 308. All right. Okay, trash can. Let's ventilate you some more. Get my ears in tight. I love it. Oh yeah, warm that thing up. So it's been working without a hitch, and we're not surprised, because there was definitely a difference between the extractor that's in it now and the one that was in it. So let's just take a couple more shots across the hill. Getting sloppy. All right, let's hit that big old hanging tank. And the trash can. Woo! That's a lot of blasting. Thing is loud. So that's what, about 100, close to 150 rounds. We'll keep shooting it, and but my guess is we won't have any more problems with it. We'll even do maybe a chapter 2. This is really the only AR-10 we have between us, I guess. You got the Scar I have, but so John's in love with it. You notice he's changed the sights, he's put sights. I think he has another optic ordered for it, and is getting it all set up. So pretty cool gun, and just kind of wanted to update that for you. If something has a problem, I always like to find out what it is causing the problem. Life is good. Oh, well, since I'm still here, let me take this moment to thank SDI, the Sonoran Desert Institute, for their support of the channel. We appreciate their help. SDI is a place where you can get certified in gunsmithing. You can even get an associate's degree in firearms technology and work in various areas of the firearms field. Might be appealing to you. They work a lot with veterans, and just a pretty cool place. So check out the link, sdi.edu. The link is in the description of most videos, almost all videos for the last 6 months or more. So so check that out. Also, while I have you, since I'm still here, be sure to check the links in all the descriptions, because we're on Full 30 now, also with all the videos. So there's a link in the descriptions to Full 30, as well as, of course, our sponsors, SDI, budsgunshop.com, Federal Premium. So all the good information is there, as well as keep in mind that on Hickok 45 and Son, we have quite a few videos over there. John's doing the Gun Culture radio show over there. Check it out if you haven't done that yet. Our Facebook page, the Hickok 45 Facebook, the Hickok 45 and Son Facebook page. That's where we try to stay in touch with you and give you a little extra information. Even post pictures and a little video occasionally, just whatever. Mainly just a way to keep up with you all and provide some more information. We're not really Facebookers, but it's a pretty good system for that, even though most of us are not in love with Facebook, right? So check all that out, and you really had better check it out, because I might just have to come to your house and have a chat with you if you don't. And I expect to have coffee and donuts ready when I get there. All right.